It's the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Coach's Corner, fueled by Donut Country and McDonald's on 101.9, 100.5, 1450, WGNSSports.com, and Big G TV.
Back on the Coaches Show, and it is brought to you by this segment, Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, TOA, the largest and most comprehensive orthopedic surgery group in Middle Tennessee. Find out more at TOA.com. Time to talk some Siegel football this morning, and the Stars victorious last night in a region tilt, homecoming, all of that going together. Coach Adam Renshaw made for a long week, I'm sure.
Yeah, and we had a short week last week.
Yeah.
We got done on Saturday about 2:30. So, we've it's been a wild week. It's been a wild week, but a fun week. It was our student body and faculty and everything. Man, a tremendous show of support this week, and homecoming was just really fun.
Just to kind of take a peek back at the previous week, I mean, last night was beautiful. The week before it was not very good. But, to come back, that had to be weird to come back and just play, 9 minutes plus?
Oh, yeah. And, I believe Stewart's Creek scored on the first play from scrimmage that next day, and man, our kids had to grind it out there at the end, and it was a big win for us, that's for sure.
What a game-winning field goal, I guess, right?
Yeah, 100%. Special teams, again, looms large in all of our games. So it was exciting win, and then but we didn't have long to celebrate it. We had to get back to work.
Yeah. You kind of like that special team stuff, don't you?
Well, I mean, when you got Coach Mallory coaching them, I love him. He's doing a great job, and our special teams have been outstanding in our 3 wins, and I can't say enough about the coaching they're getting and the buy-in. We got a group called the Dirty 30 that work on special teams every day, and man, those kids, it's turned into a thing. I enjoy watching those kids, and they're fighting, trying to find a way to get on the field, and doing an outstanding job.
You talk about a quick turnaround. Friday into Saturday, there's less time to recoup from a football game, especially when you play the next day. And I'm sure whatever soreness and tightness comes from a Friday night, you have to turn around and play Saturday.
Oh, yeah. Had a little sickness going through our football team also this week. And so there were just a number of things. Of course, typical high school football, you're dealing with kids and community. And when you got 80-something kids on your team, there's every now and then you're going to have a bug run through it. So there's all those things you got to deal with.
Before I forget, I want to make sure that I mention this. I saw you in a suit this week in photos on X. So, but Hall of Fame week, and that's something that you all have started several years ago, but try to make very special. And so you had some Hall of Fame inductions this week, which was neat.
Oh yeah, 100%. 2 football players. And a huge football contributor all went in their Hall of Fame this week, and just tremendous people who made significant contributions to athletics, but more importantly, the people at Siegel High School. And that was fun. Greg White, our AD, does a tremendous job with our Hall of Fame ceremony, and it was just a lot of fun.
Yeah. And that was held at the school?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Every year during homecoming week. And I told them I got to be part of that thing. This is the 5th one. I didn't get to do that first year because we had COVID, and I told them, I'm like, man, the first one I went to, I thought, I hope I get to be around here long enough to induct somebody.
Oh, that's wild. For some reason, I don't know. I forget the fact that was your first year. Was that year? Man, what a wild start.
Yeah,
anyway.
No kidding. And a lot of people don't know that the first game I coached in was against Page, and it was kind of the same scenario. We Lightning stopped that game. We had the lead, and we had to come back the next day. We actually played it on Blackman's Field on a Saturday and finished that game.
Really?
Yeah, and so a little bit of deja vu there this past Saturday. Of course, the ramification, I'm like, we ain't going to let that happen again, boys, kind of deal.
Well, nice win there. And of course, last night you take on the Smyrna Bulldogs, come out with the 13-10 victory. You scored early, and then it was a defensive battle, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I'll tell you what now. And of course, and Coach Williams and those guys, they're doing a great job. And I thought they'd made some great changes and some adjustments, and moved a different kid to quarterback. It gave us some problems, especially early on. And I'm still not sure how we got out of that game with a win. But man, our kids are gritty. They fight hard, and we found a way.
That seems to be, and this has not always been the case, but I mean, your kids seem to want to bring their lunch pail to work, and they're going to get in the trenches, and there's a work ethic that has been instilled in these guys since you've been there. I think it says something about the kids too, but the coaching staff you've got together.
Well, let me tell you, we've got safety Nathaniel Hand, little guy. I mean, 17, tackles and assists all together last night, an interception, and I mean, he's just. I can remember we had Quentin Groves, kind of an all-state safety a few years ago, and he brought this little kid to me. He said, "Coach, man, he can play," and he wasn't lying. And he don't look like Quentin Groves. Quentin Groves, long, athletic safety, but man, this Nate, he's good player and an awesome kid, and has worked so hard, and it's really cool to see all that work paying off for him.
And that's something that you now have gotten to see are some of these kids that were freshmen, eighth graders, whatnot, and you look and say, maybe.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, last night, and he don't show up in the stat column, but William Santel, of course, that Santel name is kind of a legacy name in our program.
Sure
now,
is.
And man, he goes in the first touchdown we have. I mean, he has a crushing block on a screen, and then he's our nickel on a defensive package, and he makes 3 huge hits on defense last night. And of course, he don't normally he hadn't been on the starting defense, but makes 3 huge defensive plays last night. And just, he don't show up in the stat column, but he's, again, one of those kids that's just working his tail off and making our program better.
That's awesome. We're talking with Adam Renshaw this morning, the head coach at Siegel. I mentioned just a second ago you scored early, and then there was a huge defensive battle going on, but special teams came up big for you last night as well, and kind of talk about that side of the football.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Number one, I kind of thought, we had a great game plan in our kicking game this week, and Coach Mallory worked really hard on that all week. And we kind of had, we had a good kickoff plan, and then last night we kicked one in the end zone, and so that was huge. Again, just punting the football. One thing that we figured out with this football team is it's okay to punt and play defense, put our defense on the field, and make offenses do the hard things to beat us. And man, those two things working together are huge for us, I guess, in all 3 wins we have.
I've seen so much football. If you don't have that, and you give the opponent the ball at the 35, the 45, it's a whole lot better when they have to start, to 15 or 20 sometimes. Even.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And, we made, early on, if you would have told me this game would have been 13-10 at the end of the first quarter, I mean, like, both offenses were really clicking.
Yeah.
And, both staffs did a great job adjusting and settling in on defense. And so, it was, in West Tennessee terms, it was a Donnybrook there for a while,
There was such offense. I kind of thought, as we were getting the score updates, this could be a high-scoring affair, and then all of a sudden, we just kept getting the same score, and then kept looking, has anybody scored, and so. Well,
I think, one of the things you saw, of course, Drew Hostetler is a tremendous athlete, and he scored on the long pass, and on the screen run, made a great play and run down the sideline, had a tremendous block on it that I said earlier. But
about a 55-yarder, I think.
Yeah, and it was a tremendous play, but then he started we needed some more speed on the field defensively because they were kind of a little more wide open than we expected, and so he played a ton of defensive snaps last night too. So, Drew had a tremendous game for us last night. It's a big deal in that win.
The other touchdown came on a Michael Batts run, I think.
Yeah, and Braylon Albee I was talking about sick. He was sick all week last week. Yeah, and so Michael had a great week of practice, and man, I thought they were a great 1-2 combination last night. And Michael coming on is really big for our football team. One of the things that happened in the Stewart's Creek game was Michael scored a touchdown and then runs down, gets on the kickoff team, and makes a huge play on kickoff. And that kind of attitude, that's where I feel like our team is really doing something special.
Adam Renshaw here with us. We're talking Siegel football, victorious over the Smyrna Bulldogs 13-10. And for those of you who maybe are just, lightly taking in high school football over the years, you may not realize, but Smyrna is in the region. It's an all Rutherford County region now. And region games just carry a little more importance, does it?
Yeah, it kind of seems like on our schedule we're starting in the north end of the county and working our way south.
I know.
I guess but yeah, and I mean it's physical football. I mean, our Stewart's Creek game was a really physical game. If you guys shot to watch it, I thought last night was really physical in moments also, and it's kind of like our region's kind of like nuclear war. You only hope to survive.
That seems to be the way that it is. And going into week 5 of the season, you take on the Oakland Patriots, and this is at your place again, I think.
Yes, sir.
So not only is it Oakland, but it's also, I guess, talk about rivals, have to be one of your biggest rivals. They're your closest for sure,
no doubt.
But when you're in Rutherford County, I guess everybody's a rival. But Patriots come over next Friday.
Yeah, and man, we got the Smyrna film, so we've already seen them last week, and what a talented group. They really do. They have a lot of talented football players. I mean, defensively, they are all over the field and flying around, and they got quarterbacks that are playing well, and they're skill kids. They're throwing the ball around, doing some impressive things. It is a super impressive Oakland team.
Well, you'll have your hands full at that, but your kids have gotten off to a great start in region play here, so here's another opportunity.
Hey, let's go play. Go play. And I think this group is. Number one, they're a fun group to coach. This senior group we have is, and really just the senior class. I was watching our bunch at the pep rally yesterday, the senior class and our senior football players, and they're a special group. They're fun to coach, and so hey, let's get a week of practice under our belt and go play.
And get healthy and keep sickness away, right?
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Coach, appreciate you coming in. Congrats on the win. I mean, your the point spread in your games is razor thin, but hey, yeah. A win's a win's a win.
3 wins by a total of 9 points. So
as long as it's 1 point more than the opponent, right?
Amen. Yes, sir.
Adam Renshaw with us this morning on the Coaches Show, brought to you by Parks Auction Company. Let their team of experienced and professionally trained staff utilize the auction process to sell your property. Find out more at parksauction.com.